Welcome back to another episode of... Oh my god, it's thunder and lightning outside in reality. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, this is my first proper try at Darius. This is the HD version, not much different since I played it as a kid. Obviously I've been playing Darius 1, 2 before this, and this is definitely a lot harder for a number of reasons. One is because the visuals are so much more upgraded, that there's so much colours going on the screen, it's much harder to see the bullets. Becomes an issue later on. Another issue is that the frame rate isn't consistent. Sometimes it drops, and that can be very problematic with shmups. I think there's a setting in it which can uncap the frame rate, because I think it's trying to emulate how it would be in the arcades of the frame rate dropping. But I'm sure there's a way to uncap it, so I will look at that up. But I'm just going to try and go the top route on this one. But this is a replay from a few weeks ago, so I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think I've got 9 credits here. This is just me trying to do it at 9 credits. And I think I take the top route the whole way. But since this playthrough, I've learned quite a lot about the game, especially the whole beam system, and the capture system makes more sense to me now. You can catch, as you can see, you can capture the enemies and use them as a bomb or as a beam, which is really unique. And some of the capture enemies have their own special move, which you have to pull off like a command to use it, which I don't use on this replay because I didn't know about it until recently. But it's like a Street Fighter command to activate a new move, which is crazy. They've like implemented Street Fighter fighting like move sets in a shmup. It's mental. But you won't see that in this replay because I didn't know about it, and don't even know if I knew about the beams on this replay. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, as you can see, there's mini bosses, and they have like a golden shield on their face, and what you do is you blow the shield up, and once you blow the shield up you want to capture them, and I didn't there for some reason. What I should have done is bombed to get rid of my ship I have now, and then capture that one, because that one we just destroyed was a better one. And in this game, in the midway of the level, you can branch off a different path, which is interesting, which changes how the boss looks and plays out. But after this video, I'm planning to just go all top route, but I don't think I do on this one. But this is the boss I was talking about on my coffee video, which made me get into shmups. I played a demo of this back in when I was like 11, and this just impressed me so much. How you can blow off all the parts and how amazing it looked. It blew me away at the time. So this is deeply in my memories, this boss. Even though it's insanely easy. But I do use beams. Yeah, I knew about beams. I didn't know about the whole beam system for a long time. This game has such a great beam mechanic, but I used it wrong there. Well, it depends on what boss. You're meant to use the beam when they use a beam, then you do like a beam battle. But I will destroy it before even getting to that on this difficulty. This is just standard, normal on arcade. But it's pretty simple. It's just mainly the bosses have been upgraded a lot compared to the old Darius games. I haven't played Darius Gaiden enough to really know what that's about, but this is a massive upgrade in terms of difficulty compared to 1 and 2 because of the bullet patterns. But the stages themselves aren't as complex as the older ones. And a lot of enemies are not in this, which are in the older ones, which I hate, which is great. Like the bullet domes. I hate bullet domes. They're not in this game, thank God. But there's some returning monsters in it. Monsters? That's because I'm seeing that dragon. Returning enemies in it. Now this level is my first roadblock. It's not so much now, it's the boss itself always gets, but now I've practiced enough, I'm confident of beating it constantly, but consistently. But this really caused issues for me. You'll see why. The stage itself is still easy, as long as you just get yourself a good capture enemy, like I've got now, a big shield. You're pretty set. A good thing about this game is that you get upgrades quickly, and even if you do die, you're not kind of screwed, because even the basic weapon is strong in this game, so it's not like the previous Darius games where the weak ship is literally weak as hell, but it's still possible to beat it with a weak ship. So is 2, but this game is definitely a lot more forgiving in that regard. This is where I go to top route again. And yeah, as you can see, these shields I've got are really helpful. One of my issues is I always try and go for the items straight away. I shouldn't do that. It's such a bad habit to do. Now this, you should always use a beam against this spider because it instantly destroys it. If you don't use the beam, if you don't have an enemy, if you haven't catched an enemy, you can't beam. If you don't beam that spider, it takes a long time to kill and it can really wreck your day. So what you want to do is at least capture another one because there's 2 spiders. So as long as you've got a catcher, you can just beam yourself out of that issue. So that makes this level a lot easier if you know that. There comes the second one, you just beam it, take him out, don't even let him have a day. And then what you want to do is try and get one more capture for the boss, which I don't know if I do that on this replay. I probably do, but yeah, you always want to have a catcher. This is probably the worst catcher in the game. This weapon is terrible. Does no damage. And also you want to keep an eye on your capture's life. So if it's about to die, on the left side you can see its health, which is unique to this collection. But if it's about to be destroyed, you want to use it as a bomb so you don't waste it. But this game is pretty simple at the start. For me, it started getting difficult on this boss, but I'm getting better. And the 3rd stage can really wreck my day as well. That stage, man. The 4th stage is not too bad, and the 5th one I have not practiced enough. But I'm confident at doing a 5 continue now. But anyway, that's for the next video, which I've recorded. But we're going through this first playthrough, first serious playthrough, anyway. I hate vibrations on controllers. I don't like it, and you can't turn it off, which is annoying. That's my phone. Anyway, this is the boss where it gets me. What I should do here is use a beam. You should use a beam here. Well, you want to use the beam when it opens up. No, you want to use the beam here because after this part, I might make a mistake here. Use the beam here. Actually, no, this one you can use the beam here. I'm thinking of the 3rd boss. You want to use the beam more like now, so you can destroy these easier. Yeah, you go. And I should just get rid of his face. Almost. He should be almost destroyed first phase. Shouldn't take too long now. So just let the first phase go through. Not a hard thing. Oh my god, my phone's going crazy. I apologise. Okay, this is the part which completely wrecks me. I might lose a life here, but now I've learned how to do this because this massive sphere throws it. You can shoot it back at him, but it's not worthwhile because it just pushes into you like that. There you go, that threw me off. What you do is you just go to the center. You just start in the center. As he throws the sphere, you want to go down to the bottom and just dodge, and then go back in the center. And don't really try and fight it off, which I try and do, which is a big issue. But I don't do too bad here. But yeah, that threw me off. There you go. I've got buggered up there as well. You want to be careful of that. This can just throw me off. But now I've practiced this a lot more. This boss, it's not too bad. There's my first death anyway. And this controller is vibrating like crazy. I really wish I can turn it off. You can on the other games. Maybe I'm just not looking at the right settings. It's ridiculous, the vibrations on the replay. It's not like this in the game. That on my controller is just glitched and it's constantly vibrating. Oh no, it's finished now. Oh, it's back again. Anyway, this is the stage which causes me issues, but I found that the top route is better than the bottom route. Because this has like environments, it has like a ceiling and a floor which can destroy if you're not focusing. You can accidentally just move into the ceiling and get yourself destroyed, which I've done. I don't know if I do it on this run. But what you want is to keep a bomb ready here, because there's a bit when you get enclosed by a load of like rocks, and what I normally do there is just bomb myself out of it. Like now I bomb myself. Oh, I didn't that time. I actually dodged it, but normally I bomb myself out of that because it's hard. The collisions on those rocks are a bit weird. Then again, you can use the bomb here to do some damage to this big fish. You want to collect this big fish, which I do. Now I don't use this special move here because I didn't know about it, but if you look at the left side of the screen, it says reverse direction. And if you use that command, it will throw its fin out and do loads of damage. And I do it all the time now. Like, oh, I did it there. I must have done it by mistake. Sometimes I just do it without even realizing because the command is pretty simple to do. It's like a shuriken from Street Fighter. And I'm doing it all the time here. So okay, maybe I did know about it on this run. I must have done. I'm doing it all the time. Yeah. So you got the top route. And I hope you don't bomb here because you want to keep your capture here. And then it's pretty simple until midway. It's not much of an issue this stage, on the top route anyway. This is where, because I died, all my power-ups are reset. But if I didn't die, what I could have done is had wave by now, and that makes it a lot easier. So if you don't die on the second boss, you should have wave pretty much by now, maybe almost by now. And when you get wave, it makes the game a lot easier. Wave is the final bullet shot you get. At the moment I have laser, which is decent in this game. But this is the part which is very similar to the old Darius games, but much more upgraded. We've got the same feel, same enemies, and you have to be careful with the ceiling here because I forgot about that last time. There's a lot more power-ups on this game compared to the other games. Yeah, this is the top route because there's 2 blue power-ups on this top route, which is a lifesaver. But you can't overcap, you can't go over the cap of shields like the old Darius. The old Darius you can just go over your cap. But this, as you can see on the top left, there's a maximum of 3 shields unless you upgrade your shield. On the old game, it just keeps going over. You can't stack up loads of shields on this game. But yeah, this bit is just, yeah, simple. It's not too hard. It's just the backgrounds and all the different changing colours can really throw you off with where the bullets are, because there's so much flashing going on. That's the only issue of this game. I wish there was a mode to like dim down the background or something so you can see the bullets more. I love this game, but it's not my favourite shmup because, well, Darius, just because of the backgrounds. I really like it, but in terms of theme and design and graphics, I like this the most. But in terms of like actual gameplay, this isn't the best. Right, this is the boss which I've been recently practicing, so I can't remember how I play out here, but this can get me a lot. But I've just discovered how to do this. But let's see how my first ever playthrough seriously goes out on this boss. Wonder when I use my bomb as well. Do I use a bomb now? I might use the beam now. No, I don't use the beam now. So this is definitely not my first proper playthrough. I think my first playthrough I didn't record the replay, so I definitely would have died here by now. Any springs out like that. Kirby lasers. I hate Kirby lasers. These dimension bombs get me, but now I've figured this out now. But this is where I lose a load of life, so then I get frustrated here. Because look at these dimension, I call them dimension bombs. They're actually not that hard to get through, once you know what to do. This is an easy part. It's like a very basic version of Darius First boss. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's very similar to this. But much harder. Remember, this is on normal, on arcade mode. This is where you should use your beam, which I probably do use the beam here. Yep, I do. I used it a bit too early. This is where the beam battle begins, because he does a beam and I do a beam. Look how massive my beam gets. This is where I get killed, I think. Oh no, I don't. Because I normally forget about him flying across and he kills me, but I managed to kill him first. Now we're halfway through the game. The next mission is the fourth one, isn't it? Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's pretty much just a boss. So all this is just a boss, pretty much. But it's a long one. It has like the boss is the level. This isn't too bad, this boss. I don't know how I play out on this run, but this is like a kind of a chill out session in a way compared to the previous level in my eyes. The beginning of this stage can be a bit edgy, but once you actually get to the boss part, it's not too bad. Yeah, I should capture something here. Why am I not capturing anything? There's a blue up there. Because there's enemies from behind, I hate enemies from behind, and that happens a lot in Darius games. Look at that, man, I'm getting wrecked here. Oh my god. This is the hardest part of the stage. Especially this area here, yeah, you just need to take him out. Once you get past this one bit, get past this mini boss, it becomes a little bit easier, but I just bomb my way out of this. I catch him, but I've only got one catchable left, which isn't wise to do. The thing is, when you bomb to get out of things, it doesn't improve your skill, so it's not the best thing. If you want to actually get better at dodging, you want to try and prevent yourself from using bomb and actually focus on and observe what's happening on the screen, not just going, oh, what the hell, too much, can't stand it, bomb it. That's like, too long, didn't read sort of thing. Don't want to do that, really. This is a weird part, this is unique, where it's like a diagonal movement. And I'm not using the special move here, but you can see the special move, it's kind of like a shuriken into a quarter circle Hadouken. Which I haven't used once here. Now we're almost actually starting the boss, but the boss is a very long boss. It's Fire Fossil. Huge battleship, so good, they're so huge in this game, in this series. It's great. Which way do I take on this run? I take the top route, okay. Yeah, I'll take the top route. The top route is easiest. I think top route is easiest in all levels. I used the beam. I do normally use the beam early on just to get past this 5-bit, but I think that's a mistake. I don't know, because your catcher spaceship is so big, it takes so many hits, so you can't really keep it there. So I think that's why I use it there. It's probably better to keep it until this part and use it as a bomb to destroy everything here, but I don't know. I'm still trying to work out what's the best method for this level, but it isn't that difficult. Even though I'm completely screwing it up on this run, but it's pretty simple. I don't know why I bombed. That was weird. Why did I bomb there? That was random. Maybe I just did it by mistake. This isn't a bad capture to get because you've got to spread more. You can hit the bottom turrets as well easier. This looks scary, but it's very simple. You're going to destroy until they get to you. I haven't even got wave yet because I died so early on in the game. There isn't much to say in this part. I need to quickly go off and do something, so I'm going to just leave you with this until I'll come back for the final stage, but I'm just going to leave you alone to watch this stage. saw that. I should have took that as a catcher instead of keeping these ones, because the bigger the catcher, the bigger the beam you get. So I was an idiot there. Actually, I wasn't an idiot. I haven't got any catcher balls left, so I wasn't an idiot. I'm back. I'm on the final stage, and this is where all hell goes loose, and I'm like not confident I'm ever going to be able to one life this. I won't, definitely not one life. I'm not even confident I can 1cc this, but you never know. I'm slowly getting better. Never say never. I'm just focusing on trying to get a free seat. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? I'm trying to get a free continue run on this. That's going to be my happy place, I think, on this game. For the time being, because I want to move on to other ones, but at the moment I'm on 5 continues. But the main reason this stage is annoying is a million enemies are coming from behind. It's so annoying, and you've got these golden enemies that have like double health, which is just really want to like utilize the catchables perfectly on this stage, and I'm still not great at that. And you can't use catchables on golden enemies; it won't work. What I really need to do here is capture something now, which I'm still not. Oh, I've got something on there. I didn't realise I had a shield, but yeah, I should get rid of that, and then I should have kept that and bombed when this enemy came in. But I bomb it now, I try and that worked, and that was pretty bad. Especially these. I didn't realise that thing above me, which is like not dying, has so much health. You can capture those. I didn't know that, so you want to capture those because they just don't take. They take so long to die, so you want to like capture those. Now I've finally got this thing. I don't actually know how many continue to use because the replay is covering it up, so I can't see what life I've used or anything, which is stupid. Can I hide it? Oh, I think I can. Hang on, press square. There we go. Got 4 credits left. I think I had 9 to begin with. I've already used 5. These like beams that shoot out, they don't actually harm you, they just slow you down. This stage is sketchy. But it's the boss itself which is just crazy. If I can utilise my catchables, so I could have bombed there and saved myself. If I can use the catchable perfectly on this stage, I think I'll be alright doing this stage without dying. It's mainly the boss I'm worried about. Anyway, I'll leave you to it until the boss comes on. As you can see, the frame rate is all over the place on this game. I'm hoping I can figure out the setting. I'm sure there's a setting to make consistent frame rate, which isn't native to what the arcade's like, but I rather have consistent frame rate than all this dropping going on. Because it just completely throws you off dodging bullets because they keep changing speed because of the frame rate. Really off-putting. Here we go, we're on the boss now. I have 3 credits left, so I managed to beat the boss with 3 credits, but there's a few things I have learned on this boss. I haven't actually practiced this boss properly yet. But what I have learned since my last playthrough is that you can't actually damage him until you break his head. You can't do any real damage to him. You need to break the head first to do damage to him. So you want to focus all your shots on the head. And that fin in the middle, that's where the laser comes from, and that's all that fin does is put a laser in the middle, so I just really need to remember to stay away from the threat zone of that laser. So what I want to do here is go for the head, and I'm not going for the head here, so I'm doing no damage. You want to go for the head. Literally nothing's happening now, isn't it? I didn't know though. And then I didn't realise he spins around, so this is my first proper play, and I'm like just getting confused what the hell is going on sort of thing. So yeah, when this is your first playthrough, you're going to get completely destroyed by this thing, because you have no idea. He's moving all over the place, spinning around, going vertical, going everywhere. It's like, the bullet pattern itself isn't that bad, it's just his movement himself is what makes it crazy. Oh man, I'm terrible. Yeah, I'm not too good here. It's very different compared to Darius 1 and 2, that's for sure. These aren't too bad because it's only the edge, like the point of them is what does damage. If you go through like the behind them and go through the lights, it doesn't actually hit you. So it's just the point of it. But yeah, Cobra lasers everywhere on this game. It's like a nightmare. Here come the hands, trying to grab me. I'm pretty sure this boss is in Darius First Saviors. I feel like it is, just remember the hands in the game as well. I haven't played that game in a long time. I'll get around to that at some point. But yeah, this is not too bad, you've just got to dodge his hands. But I'm not doing no damage, I'm doing literally, you need to break that head and then you open its true life. As you can see on the bottom right, his life bar hasn't gone down at all because you have to break his head, and I didn't know this, so I'm doing nothing because it's taken ages. I just thought this boss had loads of health, but he doesn't. You just need to break his head first. And I keep forgetting to stay away from that fin. And this is where I take a catcher so I can do a laser here. This is not so bad though. You get the laser here and you can do a lot of damage. As long as you can get the full counter in. Here we go. Do I get a triple counter? Just a single. Double counter. Just a double. But by now I should have done damage to him, but I didn't. Normally I can kill him by now, but because I haven't done any damage, it's still going on. But you can normally kill him by now. But he's almost dead. Once you get that laser in, you're set really. Oh god. Yeah, this is pretty hectic, this one, just because there's spinning hands. But it's probably the easiest last boss of this game. Compared to the other bosses, they're much harder. So I should be able to one continue this route anyway. Can't see one life in it, but one continuing, maybe I reckon I can do it. But I'm still satisfied with 3 continues. For now, anyway. I haven't done 3 continues, that's my next step. This is like, I don't know, 7 continues, I think, this run. Oh, I'm dead. Do I keep this continue or do I lose it here? He's very close to dying here. Yeah, you don't want to get to this phase because this phase is crazy. Starts doing crazy stuff on this phase, but normally you can beat him before he gets to this phase because he starts doing a lot of electric crap here and it's just been crazy to dodge. Look at this. But I normally can beat him before this now, so it's not a problem. Oh my god, look at that. Nah, I didn't get to save my credit. Man, I'm so sloppy on this run. First real run though. As I said, I have played it previously, but I played the not HD version and the PlayStation 1 version recently before this. Just before this, so that's why I had a bit of practice. But the old games have helped me with movement anyway. I can't believe I haven't beaten yet. Look at this, this is going for, you can half the time of this. easily. I wasn't sure where he was going to go as well there because he keeps going in directions. I can't believe he's still alive. Look at this. I'm not doing no damage. Go for the head. Oh my god. Don't worry, my next run is much better. It's painful to watch this. There we go. We're beating it. There you go. There's my first ever real run of Darius. I promise the next one's a lot better. Until then, thanks for watching. See you again soon.